Right, that's
so
interesting.
I'm learning about
Fire.
periods, not because I want to see how painful and all that shit.
Right.
I'm just going,
So
when
so
can
I
I
must
fuck?
avoid you.
Yes.
So when
When can I fuck?
So where can I fuck?
Yes.
Okay. When does it bleed? No, don't tell me. Like when women want equality from us, men don't understand how far the difference is.
Right.
And watching this documentary, not the documentary, the movie, and listening to this podcast made me realize the only way men will understand how crazy it is different for them is if we take on the shit that we put on them. So, for example,
It's just empathy, bro, with everything. Empathy is putting yourself in that person's shoes.
you see now, but that's the power. The power of those things, because you've just summarized it in a fucking Webster dictionary that everyone hears every day. And
Okay, yes.
But
Okay.
I understand empathy, and I'm with you on that. But to get to empathy, there's so many different things you need to do to feel empathy.
I think he's trying to say bypass all the understanding
Yes.
by just going, those rules apply to you now.
Right.
That's all. It's like now you don't have to understand the history of the thing. You don't have
Yes.
to go, this is where we are in the fight. It's just I think that's bullshit. And it's like, okay, cool. Well, that person's living in the bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
I also think with men, a lot of the things you try and learn about about woman is to get you to be with the woman.
Yes.
So there's a lot of learning that you take on, like even just trying to figure out things in your teens so you can speak to ladies. You're learning about bra sizes. You're not learning to see what the other person's going through. You're learning to see what
Right.
you're dealing with when talking to that
Right,
person.
that's
so
interesting.
I'm learning about
Fire.
periods, not because I want to see how painful and all that shit.
Right.
I'm just going,
So
so
when
so
can
I
I
must
fuck?
avoid you.
Yes.
So when
When can I fuck?
So where can I fuck?
yes.
Okay. When does it bleed? No, don't tell me.
How long?
Yeah. Yes.
So like from that, okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all the information we
Yeah.
want about a
Yeah.
period.
And that's how I say it, because I'm thinking
Wow.
about it. I'm like, yeah, I've learned extra stuff about women just to see where I stand with you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is still selfish, even though you think you're being forward thinking.
Because you're not
It's
learning
almost
about
sorry.
women.
I like
Yes,
to
you're
I
not
like to
learning about
compare
Wow.
race relations and the sex relations because they're very similar types of oppression and experiences. Where I go, oh, that's like when a white person knows enough to go, oh yeah, but that wasn't me. Or what? Would you guys go through that? Oh, that would never happen at my house. Eh?
Right.
That would you would
I'm
you
not
would
with
get.
you.
So like you go, oh, I went to this person's house and I don't know, an extreme version like, oh, they gave me the cutlery from under the sink. You know that thing.
But it's
Back in, but then the person goes, they do that to you? No, bro, you come to my house, it's gonna be, same. It's like, did you hear my experience of what happened to me, or are you just going, no, I'm not one of those whites.
yes.
I'm not that white who give you the shitty
Right.
plate.
And
And
great-
it's just, yeah, to your point.
Grahamstown, I was emceeing a gig and there's a
Shit.
white lady in the audience, and then I spoke to her, and then she spoke back to me in isiZulu. Then I was like, then the whole crowd, people blacks get excited. They've accepted us. That's the best sentence.
You know how blacks get excited.
I have never heard, but it's not even. I've never heard a black like that.
No, but why I'm saying that is because it's why I'm did that horrible impersonation of black people is going.
No,
you're getting excited over bullshit. You're getting excited over a white person in South Africa that knows how to respond back.
Oh, the person was white.
White,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So the person has responded in Zulu, and black people have gone
Crazy.
Yes, then I'm like, no, man. So,
Get over this novelty.
So anyway, I asked the lady, how? Because she sounds like she can speak it fluently. So she's like, she took lessons because a lot of her employees were black Zulu speaking, and she wanted to communicate with them. And then she got a big clap, this forward thinking and all this stuff. But now in this whole conversation, this woman's face just came back to memory because I went, you learned it to instruct people. You didn't learn it to go for you
didn't go to a wedding.
Right.
You didn't
That's
learn
what
there.
we do.
You realize that fucking little hosepipe doesn't work for everything, and you've got to learn more. That's what you've learned. So you're not trying to. That's all.
You know, that fucking hose pipe. It's not
Doesn't
understood
work
by
for-
all the
It
blacks.
doesn't work. It doesn't work for everything. Is what he said.
Yes, I need more to get this job done.
You know what
before.
that means? That means if she wants an email, she She goes to her Zulu secretary and says, "Fuck
Fire
the
the
hose
hose
pipe,"
pipe.
and it doesn't work. That's what Robbie's joke was saying.
But she,
Fire.
it's literally
That's powerful.
we're praising a person to still get away with the bullshit.
Powerful.
Yeah.
We're
And so-
praising a person to still. That's the best way
Yeah.
of
that's-
putting it.
And the same way I've been guilty as that as a man, learning about women
Shit.
just to get away with bullshit.
Just to get away with bullshit.
We
That's
are
what
the
it is.
equivalent.
Even the book, The Game.
Right?
Yes.
Remember the book,
Yeah,
The
it's
Game?
that.
Now it's helped guys to overcome insecurities and all that kind of stuff, which is like a major thing in your life. You know what I mean? But it's for the bullshit.
For the bullshit.
But it's for the bullshit. Because a friend of mine said she read it and she's like, I bought it. And then she was like, Lloyd, don't read that book. And I was like, oh shit, why? She's like, because it works. And I didn't understand what she meant by that. She's like, no, don't read it because it works. And then later on, I was like, oh, it's manipulation now.
Right.
Ooh.
Sure, these are skills that people appreciate in real life. A guy who approaches you and isn't creepy and they find conversation or whatever, you appreciate it, but the intent behind it is still the creepy bullshit.
Bullshit.